here's what's going to happen. I asked her to pull over. She won't do it, so I already know she's going to run. I already know this vehicle is not working anymore. That the guy in there is just an AI that's non-functional sitting there because there is a bug that needs to be fixed regardless what Odin says. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the police taxi to come get her and order the tow and get myself ready to chase that red car because it's going to run. And I guarantee you everything I'm calling is going to happen like that. Unless for some reason the vehicle's got to disappear like everything else does. Now, that screen and all the users complain. This is why they complain. When I do this tow call, it'll get them vehicles, and what's going to happen is that that red car is going to make a break for it. But we're not going to be able to respond because we got this tow warning telling us.
2-6 reported.
So now I got to chase it. As soon as this quits, there she goes. I can't even get in here. She's got a head start. Right now what she's doing is she's running from me. So hopefully, yeah, see, there's no way I can catch that. So here I am on the other side, the car's gone, wasted my time. This is one of the things that the users were complaining about. When I drive around the city, I think it's funny how Odin's concerned about what to do with making the textures nice out here. And I'm looking at all these vehicles like this cab and everything that's swimming in the roadway. Look at it. Look at the car way down there, swimming in the roadway. They got this going on that they need to resolve first so it doesn't look like that from here. So that's a DUI up ahead, swimming in the roadway.
We have a report of a drunk causing...
I'm busy. I'm off duty too. Let's see. Our famous traffic still U-turning over there too. Watch. There he goes. That truck's going to get stuck though. If I was to sit here and bet that, you know, like I bet that truck there for $1,000 is going to make a U-turn, I'd be making some nice money in this game because every vehicle that comes in there is going to make a U-turn. See? And then the pickup truck's going to come there and make a U-turn as soon as he gets the light and it's green. There he goes. He's got his U-turn. It's like they're going down here, turning around or something, coming back. This truck will follow through too as soon as the light changes. You can sit there all day and that's all you'll see. So the nice thing here is you can fix up your car. It's like, you know, you can put on Matchbox wheels. That's impressive, I suppose. But you could also change out the models of the vehicle you want. Even this. You see, I wouldn't use this because I would want to use this strobe light assembly. And I can't use the strobe light assembly because it doesn't reflect. It just shines in here. So I wouldn't know if I was having the lights on to pull over somebody or not. So, not that thing. This thing. I saw this and I said, you know what? That looks like a nice car. Like the way how they got the back aligned. Perfect, ain't it? It walks over the line here close to vehicle 17. And I pointed this out before them. And they're like, they ain't done nothing. Anyways, so here we are. So, the way I look at it, we're going to paint it. I can deal with this. And then, we're going to go with the light bar system. So, forget that light bar system. We'll go with this one. Now, this is basically what it does. See them? Isn't that a cool light system? Oh, that's right. You gotta look at it like this. See? It's like they're hidden somewheres or upside down or something. Because I can't see, I can barely see anything just standing outside. I gotta be here to see it. See? This is what's going on in the front. Even though you look here and you see nothing. It seems like these lights are incapable of putting or reflecting where they need to be. But they don't have a problem lighting up the ground. Look at that. The light penetrates the vehicle, ends up under the car. It can do that. It can get through the roof, light up the inside of my car. Look at that. But it can't light up and reflect off anything on the outside of it. Well, what's the purpose of the lights then? Just so that I can take a screenshot and say, ooh, cool, look what I got hooked up with. The most worthless light system on the car. The only light system that actually works
We have a report of someone that...
is this one. And it doesn't make sense because this spins. Well, the ones that strobe are supposed to be brighter with a better reflective range than this light. So I don't understand what their problem is, except they don't care. As far as they're concerned, they're good with what they did. Screw you, which is not cool. So therefore, I just have to stay with this. Because I can get in this car. And I like this too. I got red and blue lights, but my textures are red and clear. So I can get in this thing, and at least I know when they're on, they're on. When they're off, they're off. Jeez. So basically, all them strobes, for me, they're a waste. And any of us who uses this viewpoint, they're completely a waste. Here's something else I wanted to point out. See, I'm at 100%. Watch this. So I want to look at vehicle models. Let's look at this one. This one. It didn't change. Look at that. It's the same car. So now it's malfunctioning again. Yep, there it goes. What Odin say? Oh, that doesn't need to be updated. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, okay. And then you wonder why the entire community wants to burn you as a steak. Let me restart this whole game again because I can't do anything because it just crashed. Okay, so we're back in it again. Now, even though that it crashed, it did give me this truck. And again, we got this generic cartoonish looking color scheme for it, just like the other one. Anyhow, that's not what that's about. Riding around in a truck that looks like a forest preserve truck. But it's supposed to be the police department, I guess. We will go ahead and use this. It's got a light bar system that will actually work. So I'm good with that. Now, as you remember, before the game crashed, I had gotten this car at 100%. See what happened? If you look down there at the tool wrench, it says 79. So you're probably figuring, okay, watch. Okay, so we got the thing fixed. It was 100%. I drove it around the building, and for some reason it's 99. Whatever. Okay, so here we are. And you're probably thinking, okay, big deal. So what? Now, let's take a look at that big deal for a second. There's our car, and I want that one. And it collapsed again. So now I've returned this back to the original SWAT. So what you're not seeing is that you notice how the car jumps out of the midair. What's going on is every single time it does that, it damages the vehicle. Okay? So what you did not see, because the game failed, which is not really a surprise here, because they say there's nothing wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. What happened is that it failed, and the vehicle is now damaged, because when I get it, it'll be damaged. It usually always is in the 70 or 75%. It's a constant. It changes, it never changes. It's like when you go to swap out your vehicle, fix it, and then change it, and it'll be damaged after that, and you got to get it fixed first before you go on patrol. So I had to restart the game again, still stuck at my placement, because the game cannot handle this function without crashing. Okay, here we go. We got our unit back. And you see the damage? It is 79%, just like I said it would be before we got in here. That's because I paid that much of attention and have been through it enough times to constantly run into that. And that's how it turns out. So now I'm 1,000 short getting my own personal car. So that's what I'll be working on today. So I got this DUI person here. You're probably wondering, wait a minute, there's no car for this. Yep. This is another one with a double driver in it.
Let me see your hands.
That's just how common you can get it. They happen from time to time. You go pull that person out, and then you got a double driver, and that's the other driver. What's going on with this truck is he won't pull over, so he wants pursuit. So I'm going to give him at it. But I wanted to point this out. This is another double driver.
2-6 reported.
Goodbye, car. See what I mean? That's the problem. Here we go again. We got ourselves another double driver. This is the driver of this vehicle in which this AI is sitting in. This is now twice in a row practically.
Stay where you are.
So we'll go ahead and let him go. He'll jump right in that seat with her, and there he goes. See that? Double drivers. They exist. Okay, it is morning. Once again, we had a good rest, took a nice shower, got ourselves ready here, and we're going to go and start on our shift. And here we go. What? It quit again? Are these guys sure they can't get it to repeat itself? Doesn't seem to be having a problem here repeating itself. Well, I guess we'll have to exit out of the entire game and go back into it again.